from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Welcome back, welcome back. Today's special is the free yes/no questions. You can also get a special how win if I feel called to use that deck. You can also get a $5 taco box during the happy hour, which will ask you 3 questions for $5. I'll be right back. Hi. Welcome to the Chammy. I'm good. How are you? Thanks so much for asking. I guess I put my sweatshirt on backwards. But isn't there like some kind of thing where like if you put your clothes back on backwards accidentally, it's good luck? Just gonna keep it like this. Thanks so much for asking. Glad you're doing good.
You have a strawberry?
Sure. I'm always up for a strawberry.
Strawberry is so good. I'd say Mama can give you a whole one.
Thank you. They are really good. Hey Molly, how are you, sweetheart? Hey Divine Empathic Tarot, how are you? Happy Hump Day. Yeah, I saw your text message come through about Nathan, your friend Nathan, but I couldn't respond because the phone is trying to back up to Google Photos with my videos and everything, so I can just switch over to that new phone and do the update and like not have a bunch of stuff. Just jump back into making my YouTube videos and having a normal life with a normal phone. It isn't haunted, although I'm sure it will get haunted over time. I don't even know what the text message said. All I saw was you said something about Nathan. I thought maybe he had reached out to you. I mean, if anything came of it, you know, you had a nice, wonderful conversation with a loving and caring and respectful human being that cares about you over a simple subject like butt plugs. So much fun. So proud of you. I really think that conversation you had with your specific person about them really evolved your relationship and connection to a whole deeper level. No, I'm talking about your specific person, but the conversation we had about Nathan, that you had about, you know, with Nathan, you know, transpired into your conversation you had with your specific person, and I was just saying that I felt like, you know, if anything, if you never hear from Nathan again, at least you had that special moment, that special conversation with your special person. So I've never had the LaCroix sparkly waters, and I got the limoncello. It literally tastes like lemon cake. I'll be right back. I'm just missing a few cards. I need to go get them. The birds are all going crazy. I wonder why. I like doing the ones I've never had. I've never had one before. This is like the first time I've ever had that brand.
Right, cool.
Snapchat. I think I only got on Snapchat once, so I could see the filter that people were saying was like haunted. And then I think you showed me Snap Map, which I thought was incredibly weird. This whole Snapchat thing makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why, it's just not for me. I guess not much going on in the 7 o'clock hour of Wednesday in April, on April whatever the day is. Come back. But I might not be here much longer, so if anybody does want to get a free or yes/no question, if anybody wants to get a paid reading, go ahead and do that now, because I won't be back until a little bit later tonight. And it seems pretty slow here right now. I would definitely take that into consideration. You know, think deeply about it. You know, it's either gonna be one or the other, like, I mean, I'm not saying don't engage, but I am saying, you know, think about what you truly want. You know, it's either gonna be a continuous thing, the same thing it's been the last 10, 15 years for the next 10, 15 years, 20, 30, you know, or are you gonna actually start putting your foot down and, you know, deciding what you really want and to go for it instead of getting trapped into maybe certain things that make you feel, you know, you kind of only want to see him. You're not dying to see him, or should I say living? You're not living to see him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So why even? I don't think he's your friend. I don't think he's cute. I think if you seriously stop blurring the lines with the constant aggravation of getting yourself into scenarios like that, you know, and being honest with people about what you really want. And if they don't want to give it to you, you'll get to the point, Molly, where you're sick and tired of it. I promise you will. You're gonna want something a little bit more than just that, a little bit deeper. And you'll get it, but you gotta stop blurring the lines. You gotta decide which path you want to take. You want it to always be like that, or you want to really be having what you want? What do you want? You gotta decide. I mean, yeah, you might get lonely, but you're already lonely. Why make it lonelier? Puts in zero effort unless he's horny. Yeah, he's probably like that in all fields of his life. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna jump off here and help Dad walk the dogs. I just want you to have what you want. I know that's not what you want. And as your friend, I feel like you should stop entertaining what you don't want. Because 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it turns into 10 years pretty quick. And then next thing you know, you're what? Going through menopause? I mean, we all pretty much start going into perimenopause at 21. You know, and it lasts and lasts and lasts until whatever age somebody naturally just starts going through actual menopause. But one thing they don't stop to tell women is that, you know, you're not so much as emotional because of your hormones, but it does help. Hey, Texas. How are you, sweetheart? Hope you and Mrs. Texas and Kid Texas and Doggy Texases are doing good. But I just want you to have what you want. And I'm not saying that if you don't entertain, I'm not saying that if you do entertain what you don't want, that you won't get what you want. But you'll just get more of what you don't want. And, I'm pretty sure you can find somebody who actually respects you to have hot sex with. Someone who actually puts any kind of effort into anything. I mean, he doesn't even offer you a cold Pepsi, an ice cold Pepsi and a cigarette afterwards. I mean, not that he owes you anything, but at the same time, I mean, manners are manners. And he doesn't really sound like a guy who has a lot of manners. I wish somebody had done my taxes last night. I just said, fuck it. I said, fuck it. I put that shit in the trash can and watched the motherfucker burn. Burn motherfucking taxes. So much. I don't know shit, so they were like, you have to file by snail mail. I'm like, nah. I mean, I didn't even make enough that's worth even reporting. I mean, of course, I'll send it in. I just haven't gone to the post office box yet to send it in. I mean, I did finish it. It's all printed out. I just have to sign it. And you know what's really weird, Texas, is that I did my taxes the same way last year. Signed it. They sent it back to me and said I didn't sign it. And they put a little X and a little note that said, please sign here. But it's already signed. So it doesn't really make any sense to me why the IRS did that. But at the same time, it's not even enough money to report. And all the money I do make is given through gift or donation. So that's non-taxable income. But still, I didn't make enough money to even it be or to report. So plus somebody else claims me, so that makes a big huge difference too. IRS does have a bunch of dummies. So does the state tax people. I've been going round and round and round with them for years. I did my dad's federal and state taxes yesterday. It's always accepted. He never owes anything. And it's so frustrating because we know that there's some kind of weird thing going on with fraud and state taxes. And somebody who was in real estate who could change titles on homes did something illegal with my dad's identity. So I've been trying to clear that up for years, and I just had to write, like a 10-page letter explaining everything and, all the investigation I've had to do in order to find the information. And then also, everything in order to show them the proof that he doesn't owe taxes for a year we did not live or work here. Back in 1997, like, what? So they want me to prove that he doesn't owe them taxes for a year he didn't live here, which I can. And several other years that, I was just a baby. So it's like, I didn't even know what was going on. He didn't even know what's going on. But it's still an ongoing thing. So like they give him like this penalty all the time. And I think it's like $60,000 now. So what ended up happening is somebody that we rented from in like 2004, took the title of the apartment we lived on and changed it to my parents' names, and then they foreclosed on it, making it look like my parents foreclosed on it or didn't pay it. And it's a fucking huge mess. And I've just been in this quantum entanglement with the fucking of it, and I finally got somebody from the state taxes place to admit that they always have new people who come in to work for them. There's always somebody who comes to the job and doesn't know what they're doing, and then leaves. But I still don't think that's an appropriate answer as to why they think that he owes the taxes. Yeah, I do the taxes every year and he doesn't owe taxes and they don't bring it up. And I mean, I'm just getting these like fake scam letters from what's supposedly supposed to be the county courthouse. And I've even gone all the way down to the county courthouse basement where I can find the original lien. And I finally found out that it's a property lien. But he's never owned property in the state of Georgia. In fact, he's not owned property probably since the 80s. So, I also can prove that as well. But I noticed on the old lease from the people who had rented us the apartment that they misspelled their last names. And definitely there were some very crooked things about that lease. And yes, I still have a copy of the lease. I have the original lease. I keep everything. I'm not a hoarder, but I do keep important papers like that. And I'm glad I did have, because Georgia State cannot prove to me that my father owes state taxes. They want me to prove that through 1997 to 2003, they want me to prove to them that he doesn't owe it, yet they can't prove to me that he does owe it. So I think I've been going right around with this for years. It's been a mess. So I figured, what's one more day with sending out, my own tax return. So what, it's late. It's signed, sealed, and delivered by Free Tax USA on the 15th. So I know it won't have a timestamp on the 15th, but I don't think they're really going to look at that. I highly doubt those people who are sitting at the IRS right now are making sure that the post stamp says the 15th. So, at this point, I just don't care. It took me a long time to do the taxes. It was a big headache. I mean, the whole thing with the state taxes, so. I kind of want to move to I want to move back to one of those states that has, it's a free tax state. Well, anyways, I'm going to jump off here. I hope y'all have a good night. I'll be back in a little bit with the spirit box and tarot cards and the REM pod. Hope y'all show up later. It was good to see you, Texas. It was good to see you, Molly. It was good to see you, Divine Empathic Tarot. I'm going to check out your Chammy. Yeah, so love and light bright. Have a good evening. I'll be back pretty soon.